was an orphan young woman named Flora, whose parents passed away when she was 19 years old. She was left with an income of £100 a year and no property. She possessed every skill as her parents had provided her with an expensive education. However, that could not help her earn enough to live on. She therefore decided to temporarily stay with her friend Miss Mary Smalling at her house in Lambeth, which is a fashionable part of London, until she could make up her mind where she should go.
How was the funeral? It was stressful, but I can say that all the older relations seemed to enjoy a lot. Did any of them ask you and go to London? No, not yet, Mary. If you want to go and live with someone, of course, you can stay here as long as you like. But suppose you have a job and own some money to buy your own flat. What kind of work? Well, like organizing something like I've done, and I'm sure you can do it. But I couldn't do any of those, Mary. Well, what then, darling? You know how miserable it is to not having a job, while your friend all have it. Besides that, you only have £100 a year. What will you do to live? My relation.
Flora proposed to send letters to all her relatives, such as an unmarried cousin of father's in Scotland, a sister of mother's at Worthing, a female cousin of mother's lived in Kensington, and some distant cousins who lived in Sussex. 3 days later, in the morning, 4 letters arrived for Flora. Among the 4, Flora was fascinated by the 4th letter from Sussex, by the mention of her right, while other 3 pleased to offer her a home, but she would have to share a bedroom with another relative. Eventually, Flora determined to find out what exactly they were in Sussex. Flora arrived at Cold Comfort Farm at the late evening. When she arrived, she was met at the door by her cousin Judith. They greeted each other, and then Flora asked Judith to take a rest and meet the rest of the family in the morning rather than in that evening. During her walk, she learned that the condition of Cold Comfort Farm, as well as the state of people living in the farm, were very bad. The farm was very inconvenient to live in, and people were very uncivilized. She therefore determined to tidy up the farm. However, she was told by people in the farm that old Miss Starkadder, who is her Aunt Ada Doom, is the worst of the Cold Comfort. If Flora tried to tidy up life at Cold Comfort, her aunt would be the obstacle as she would interfere.
Good morning. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just wanted to know if you would like me to enjoy myself here at Cold Comfort in my own way, or you have any arrangement for me. But personally, I think that it is much easier for a guest to find her own way of passing the time. And I think you are also busy modeling looking after me as well.
Do whatever you want as long as you do not interrupt my loneliness. Give me time and I put right the wrong my man did to your father.
I suppose you need not care to tell me what the wrong was. I think it would make it easier. And one more thing, cousin Judith. I hope you don't mind mentioning money, but I would like to ask you when I should pay you for my food and my living expense. You know I have £100 a year of my own.
Keep it. We do not touch your post-child money. While you are here, you are the guest of Cold Comfort Farm.
Flora was annoyed by Judith's response because if she lived at Cold Comfort as a guest, it would be extremely rude of her to interfere in the family ways of life. But if she paid for herself, she could interfere as much as she liked. The next day comes. Flora had not met any of Mel Starkadders or Aunt Ada so far. At 4 o'clock, she came downstairs to have a cup of tea. While she was preparing her tea, there stood Reuben, with an expression of amazement and anger. Flora then quickly started the conversation first.
Hello! I feel sure you must be Reuben.
I scrambled 5 on the field today.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Without a man helping me. Could you have done that? I would like to know.
No, indeed, and you would never see me want to.
Wouldn't you then? But you would play a higher man. Good money to do it for you. Wasting the farming's profits.
Flora was now beginning to see what the matter was. She knew Robin thought she wanted to take over the farm. She explained him by saying that she knew nothing about the farm and would much rather leave it to people like Robin. The expression on Robin's face was changing. After having a small talk with Robin, Flora also met another male staccator. Her cousin said. They talked with each other a little bit, and Flora learned from her talk with Seth that his behavior is so bad, as he always goes out without doing anything to help the farm. Moreover, he even brings shame to the family. Flora had a thought that she would have something to do with him. Meanwhile, there was Amos. Flora got information from a cowman that Amos, who is her brother-in-law, preached twice a week to a religious group of a Jew sinner at the church. So on a Thursday evening of her second week at the farm, she approached her cousin to join him preaching. Amos agreed. After Amos preaching, Flora came up with a very good idea, so she went to her cousin Amos.
You ought to start the Rottweiler. You must not face the set with a true miserable sinner, you know. Why don't you buy a hot van and go around the country preaching on the market day?
Yes. There is some truth to what you say. Maybe it is my duty to look for a wider field. I must think about it.
Just thinking of thousands of sinners that you could sell.
1,000 of sinners, a fourth land.
Flora was sure that Amos would object to some of the change she was planning to make to the farm, so it would be much easier for her to get things done if he were out of the way on a long preaching tour.
So you went with Theodiville, didn't you?
I'm not sure what you mean, but if you mean cousin Amos, yes, I did.
Did Theodiville say anything about me?
Well, I'm afraid the preaching was so powerful that I really cannot remember anything else that was said. I have advised cousin Amos to go on preaching to a wider audience. I think he should go around the country in a Ford van preaching.
Someone else will have to take part. If any case, Theodiville died.
Yes, of course.
So, who's that person? You?
No, indeed, I have already told you, Robin, that I would be no use at all at running the farm. I wish you would believe me.
If you don't mean you, who do you mean then?
You?
That's impossible. Theodiville will never let him go.
Why not? Why does Ananda like to keep you all here?
She's ill. If we leave or anyone say that we're gonna leave, she will have an attack.
An attack?
Well, she's mad. Her madness takes the form of wanting to know everything that goes on. She sees all the accounts for quite weak.
Suddenly, while taking her daily walk, she saw Elfin in the distance, and she decided to find out more about her. She heard from people in the farm that Elfin often spent most of her time with Richard Hawk Monitor.
You're Flora, I'm Elfin. Yes? Isn't it a lovely morning? Have you been far?
Yeah, away over there. Do you like poetry? I love poetry. It says the thing I cannot say to myself. Do you feel so?
Occasionally.
I'm writing poetry. I'll show you some if you promise not to laugh.
Elfin, are you engaged?
There is someone. It's horrible to take away anyone's freedom.
Nonsense. It is a very good idea. Now, what do you suppose will happen if we don't marry this someone?
It's Eric. Grandma intends us to marry when I'm 18. But I don't love him. I love someone else.
It is Dick Hawk Monitor, isn't it? Forgive me for asking, Elfin. Does he seem to love you? He does. I think he does love me when I'm with him. But I don't think he loves me anymore when I'm not there. I love him so much, Flora.
Flora felt depressed when she heard this. She wanted to help Elfin out. When Flora knew that Richard Hawk Monitor was going to celebrate his 21st birthday then, she prepared a plan for Elfin. Flora tried to get invitations and told Elfin to get a well-cut dress and fashionable hairstyle. She trained Elfin because Elfin would have to change completely inside and out, so that Richard Hawk Monitor and his mother would consider her suitable. Elfin then grew more confident and happier with her new self. The day of Hawk Monitor ball came. Flora had her cousin Seth, who was eager to join for the first time, take them to the ball in London secretly in order not to get caught by other family members. Arrived at the ball, all eyes were to Elfin, and there was a low murmur of admiration toward Elfin's beauty like goddess. Flora wished Elfin would be proposed married at the end of the ball. In the middle of the ball, Richard was leading Elfin up the stairs and announced something special.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's so wonderful having you all here tonight. This is a little bit special because it's my 21st birthday. Thank you. And today I also have something special to announce. Miss Takada and I are engaged.
The old lady will have something to say about what happened tonight.
Grandma can't stop me from getting married.
I think Elfin will get married very soon. Just avoid Aunt Ada while she is in the house. And that won't be very difficult because she never leaves her room.
Oh yes, that grandmother. She holding the counting.
So what is the counting and why it is held at 1:30 in the morning? Now Elfin, this may be difficult. You better not say a word. I will do the talking. How do you do, Aunt Ada?
Yes, I saw something nasty in the woodshed. Where is my darling Seth?
Here I am, grandmother. I never leave, never.
Is that my good boy? But how grand you are tonight? Where have you been, boy?
He has been to Godmere to Richard Hawk Monitor 21st birthday then. So have I and so has Elfin. And what is more, Aunt Ada, Elfin and Richard Hawk Monitor are engaged to be married and will be married too in about a month from now.
No, you must never go. I saw something nasty in the bush.
I must go. I must go where the Lord's work calls me and spread the Lord's work abroad. I must go abroad in a Ford van and preach all over the countryside. It's terrible to have to go, but I have to do it.
No, you shouldn't go. I saw Gomez.
I'm sorry, but I have to do it. Goodbye.
No, Amos. Two of them gone. Elfin, Amos, and I'm alone in the bush. Who took them away? It's that girl, Robert's postchild.
The next day was Sunday. Old Ada Doom stayed in her room. No one dared go in to see her. She sat alone with anger that Amos and Elfin left her. On the other hand, Robin of course had a lot to do because of Amos' sudden departure, and was delighted to be in charge of the farm. As for Flora, she was still asleep in the afternoon until she was woken up by a knocking at her door.
Host, may I speak with you, please?
Yes, please.
Yes, one gentleman who would like to see you.
Who is him and has he told his name?
He said that his name is Mac.
Oh, really? How delighted. Tell him to wait at downstairs. I will be there. It won't take long.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Nick.
Well, I came to England just to find an actor just like Clark Gable. You may not remember him, but he was a very great filmmaker 20 years ago. I want someone like him, with a good looking, with a smell of the countryside and a golden voice. I want red blood. I want passion. I don't want any delicate sensitive, you see? That's the one. Hey young man, would you like to act in a film?
What? Are you joking?
I'm not joking, and I'm not going to make you a star. I will make you a superstar.
More anything in the world?
Well, isn't that great? Well, now sweetheart, go pack your bag and we will catch up the plane to the America tonight. But what about your family?
Seth broke a great cry as he was so excited that he will soon become a film star. Flora advised them to leave hurriedly, otherwise Aneda Doom would stop them. Seth carried his suitcase and walked toward Mr. Nate's car. About to leave, Aneda Doom leaned out of her bedroom window. Seeing this, they were even more hurried and left.
Is that grandmother?
Seth, where are you going?
I saw something nasty in the washing. Baby, darling Seth, you mustn't leave me. I saw go mad.
Seth, you can't leave your mother.
Sorry, I can't give him up. He will send you 500,000 out of the profit of his first film. That's a promise.
After the departure of Seth, life at the farm returned to normal. Flora was quite glad to have a rest after the exhausting weeks of training Elfin, as well as Amos and Seth's departure. One Wednesday morning, Flora met Robin.
Where did you get the money to buy those lovely clothes from, Ruben?
I stole it
Who's from?
from grandmother. You see, I put false information in the account. When we sell 12 I write down 2. And she checked the account twice a week, but she hasn't noticed it yet. I've been doing this for nearly 5 years. You see, I've been planning all of this.
My dear, you are so clever, quite amazing. If you continue to do like this, the farm will make a lot of money.
If the older Bill doesn't change his mind and come back from the America.
I'm sure you won't. I wouldn't worry if I were you.
I don't suppose if you would marry me, cousin Flora.
Oh, Robin, that's nice of you, but I'm afraid I'm not the kind of person who would be a good wife for a farmer. I like you too, but honestly, somebody like Nancy from the village would be a good wife and useful for the farm as well.
Yes. Maybe you're right. I think I should go for her right now. Bye.
Jesus.
Elfin was still staying with Hawk Monitor, and much to Flora's relief, Hawk Monitor's mother seemed to worry fond of Elfin. She told Flora the date of the wedding and shocked Flora by suggesting that the wedding reception should be held at Cold Comfort. Back home, Flora thought that there was a problem of Judith, and the greatest problem of all was Aneda Doom. She decided to start with Judith. She asked Judith to come to London to see Dr. Moodle. After seeing the doctor, Judith decided to cure her depression by therapy abroad and off to European church. Flora returned to Cold Comfort alone. In the next few days, Flora was busy with preparation for Elfin's wedding. However, the problem of Aneda Doom hasn't solved yet. As evening grew longer, Flora decided to enter Anneda's room with a tray of food, a fashion magazine, and a brochure of hotel in Paris.
A few moments later.
3 hours later, Flora left the room, and everyone looked at her with wonder.
What have you done to her? We were afraid of you.
Too nice of you, but it was quite alright, really. And there will be no queues at the wedding or anything. We have arranged everything.
But how? How has it done?
Well, that's a long story, how to talk for hours, and you will see when time comes. And I can't tell you anything because it is a surprise. By the way, I think I should go sleep.
The Staccato were all at work very early on the morning of Elphine's wedding.
Flora, we should calm down and upset everything after all of this.
No, certainly not. Everything is going to be okay. Remember, I told you there was going to be a surprise. And that is just the beginning. Wait and see.
I hope you know what you're doing, Flora.
Does you see something nasty in woodshed?
Well, good people, this is all very nice of you, but I think we must hurry up and begin the wedding reception because I'm hurry leaving for Paris by air in less than half an hour.
Thanks, Flora. I'm very delighted to see Anneda coming to my wedding. I thought she wouldn't come. Thanks, Flora. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, never mind.
Thanks, Flora, for making this happen, and I'm looking forward to stay at Hotel Miramar. And is there anything I can bring back from Paris to you, my dear?
A swimming box, please. But Anneda, there is something I have always wanted to ask you. What was the wrong that cousin almost did to my father, and what was the right that cousin Judith have always said?
Flora's question was not answered and would never be answered because there was an interruption of the noise of a plane approaching. Everyone rushed out across the yard into the big field behind the house to say goodbye to Aunt Ada. Eventually, the wedding reception ended. The guests were leaving. As everything in cold comfort was ended happily, Flora decided to leave the farm the next day.
Flora phoned Charles to take her back to London. The farm finally can be called the Cold Comfort Farm as its name.
Don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool to be on TV, so all the folks back home can see me, and that I'm living it out, all the things I used to dream about. Yeah, it's pretty great singing on the stage, proud cause there ain't an empty seat in the place. But girl, ever since I met you, I got a whole new perspective. If I'm gonna be famous for something, I wanna be famous for loving you.
Chẳng đi chứ. Ở đây Elphin thì đặc xin thôi. Mình Elphin thì đặc xin thôi.